Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss Sophia, the diva, and I am back for the first time in a long time to do a Real Housewives of Atlanta video. It's been 2 months, and I think the last video I uploaded was probably episode 4. Well, I've been going through a lot of life changes. Had terrible internet because I had to change locations and move in with some roommates. We now have better internet, so I will be, for the rest of the season, commentating on Real Housewives of Atlanta. As you know, YouTube has gone through this thing where if you don't have 1,000 or more followers, you cannot monetize on our platform anymore, and you lose your YouTube creator status. I have lost my status. I want it back. So while you're watching, and this is your first time at this channel, or you've been there a couple of times just kind of oogling and ogling, stalkerish shit, go ahead and thumbs it up and subscribe to this channel, okay? But let's just get into it. We are now at episode 13 of season 10, Livin La Vida Loca. I'm just going to go back and recap real quick. I think the last time I talked, as a matter of fact, I should upload even though it's not fully complete. When we left off, Portia was still looking for somebody to film with her, so Kim and Sheree and all them ended up down to her house. Since then, Cynthia is dating this wheelman. Eva Pickford, Eva Marcel, she's come on the scene and she done kicked up dust right away as a friend of the show. Nene is her liaison, has brought her in, and was supposed to be a happy experience for Candy at her Essence cover reveal party, just letting Cynthia know that when Will went out with her and her fiance. Oh, and by the way, forgive my voice. I don't know if I'm trying to come down with something or whatever. I think I caught it from the public library because I've been hanging at the public library lately. It's a great way to think and write, okay? But either way, yeah, that's why I have this thing going, which actually works for me because I have this monologue thing that I'm getting ready to do, and I'm just like, this is perfect. This is perfect voice. But too bad by the time it happens, I won't have this voice. I digress. So apparently I was confused as to why Eva told Nene, who told the group before telling Cynthia or discussing it with Cynthia, that when Eva went on a date with her fiance, who was at that time running for mayor of Atlanta, which we know he did not win because Keisha Bottoms. Is she the first black female mayor of Atlanta? I don't know. I have to research that. Have we ever had a black female in LA or Long Beach? Maybe I can run for mayor. He introduced this woman allegedly as his girlfriend. In my mind, I was thinking maybe he did that as a polite gesture. Maybe they had been dating for some time. Cynthia has decided that she just wants to date him because she wants to see other people, although she ain't brought up no other people. Apparently, she got a little thing that tightens her up every now and then, since she done got that vaginal rejuvenation. So that just ended up being a hot mess. I was confused about Todd's speech about the fact that Candy can forgive people because, we see Kim and Croy here. I'm still trying to figure out why Kim is on the show. Kim don't want to be bothered. She don't want to go anywhere without Croy. And my thing is, hell, if I had a man like Croy, I wouldn't want to go nowhere without him either. He a loyal man. This fool will drive her to the event, wait in the car for her, and be there for her. Shit, I ain't leaving my man either. Why leave that good thing to chance? Okay. Kim must be paid and endorsed by the Solo Company Cup every time she goes somewhere. And Bravo did a throwback recently, earlier this week, of all these old shows, this particular episodes, and it was just cracking me up how all these women look so different, from the noses to the face. Kim's wigs have massively improved. Nene should have kept her nose. There was nothing wrong with that. Sheree still looks the same. Sheree got good genes. Candy, she came in with that cute short hair, and that's when she was dating that AJ character that her mom didn't like, and he ended up getting killed on the parking lot somewhere. At this stage of the game, I wonder if Mama Joyce had something to do with that. God forgive me for thinking that. Vegan has been the main storyline for Portia. But now, as the season is coming up in the middle, more people are starting to film with her. Marlo is very active on this show this season. She's hilarious. I was still trying to figure out if did she say Portia's house was small or that the welcome mat was too small. I was like, either way, though, if you say her house too small, Marlo, don't you live in a townhouse? But maybe she was saying her mat was small. Cynthia don't understand why people are concerned about her. Girl, they care about you because they don't want you to get taken advantage of. You know, you and Papa Smurf, they showed us in the throwback how y'all had money troubles from jump because he had to close whatever club that was he had in Atlanta. Bar One, that was it, I think, is what it was. And y'all had money woes from jump, but you still married him. And even Mallory was saying how much she liked Peter. And people would tell her, you know, at the end of the day, you got to make your own decisions. Kenya is married now, and Kenya wants everyone to know that she has a husband and that she can't function without her husband and that she has to do her wifely duties, like buy laundry detergent. Like, were you not buying laundry detergent before you got married? No one cares if you're married. You're not the first wife. You won't be the last. I found it very interesting when they were in Houston, which I think they all did a great job of going down there and helping the hurricane victims. But what I found interesting was how ugly Kenya was to the girls because now she thinks that she's simply too good to hang out with them. And she said, I don't like any of those bitches at the table. I don't want to be bothered with any of them. But I'm like, I thought Cynthia was your best friend and she a bitch at the table too, so she calling people bitches. I hate that word, by the way. I hate when we refer to each other as that. And I have used it occasionally, and I'm starting to use it more on stage because now I kind of just let myself cut loose. But honestly, there's no reason to refer to your sister or someone you love and consider a bitch. It's not endearing. It's not a term of endearment. And technically, a bitch is a female dog, so I don't get where you're going with that, but okay. But I found that interesting how she smooth just didn't care, and it's like maybe she's tired. But either way, fast forward. The ladies are on a trip. By the way, the San Francisco trip was great. But Nene and the door is closed. Girl, close the door. Leave Portia alone if you don't want. I think honestly with Nene, she's her bark is not as bad as her bite, or however that saying goes. Nene just wants to be loved and accepted because she wasn't loved and accepted as a child by her own mother. Her mother kind of abandoned her, started a whole family. As it is in the South, a lot of times people find out their daddy ain't really their daddy. So it's a hot mess. But I wish that she could push past that and realize that not everybody's going to be your friend. Not everyone's going to accept you. And I get that you're doing a lot of things that Nene does is in love. She just wants to be the loudest. She wants to be seen, accepted, and the center of attention. But really that all stems from childhood trauma. Cynthia has come up with this plan to do a trip to Barcelona, Spain for all the girls. And including Kim. Kim only wants to come on the girls' trip if Corey can come. It's a girls' trip, so no eggplants allowed. She decided not to go, and I heard her say, I put in my contract that I don't have to travel if I don't want to. So she ain't got to travel and film with y'all. Kenya decided that she was not going to go on the trip. But I remember there was a rumor mill going around where Kenya kind of was banned from the trip from jump anyway. So I'm trying to figure out what that's about. But I said that's going to be a good trip without Kenya because, I mean, they really don't need Kenya. And Kenya think, you know, she a wife now, allegedly. So she don't want to be bothered with none of y'all bitches, okay? Cynthia said from jump this was going to be a low-budget Groupon trip. Ain't nothing wrong with Groupon. But you know how these heifers roll. Honey, they want 5-star all the way. Everyone is going except for Kenya and Kim. Portia is so excited that she's going because, you know, she been on the outs. Marlo started in immediately on Candy at this trip. She decided that she was going to tell Candy that she needs to take some etiquette lessons. Why does Candy need to take etiquette lessons? And I'm glad that somebody, I think it was Candy, pointed out, hell, you're the one that every time we go on a trip, you ask the most inappropriate questions. I'm on a fact-finding mission, Marlo basically said. Okay, leave Candy alone. Nene says she can't understand why Kim is the way that she is, because if she done survived cancer, thyroid, blood clot, open heart surgery, all of that, she should be the most positive person on the planet. Keep that in mind as we go through this review because that's what Nene said. And funny, they did a flashback where Kim was talking about how she thought she had cancer. But one of the things that happened during season 1 reunion, she said she had started to lose a lot of weight. Her hair was falling out, and one of her MD friends told her he believed that she had cancer. And after she goes through this whole story, she says, well, no, in the end, I didn't have cancer. Which we now know, I have a feeling the reason why her hair was falling out and, she was losing weight is it was a thyroid issue. I don't watch Tardy for the Party, so I don't know if that's been addressed, but I do remember she had blood clots after Dancing with the Stars, and Nene also, during Dancing with the Stars, suffered with blood clots as well. But I think a lot of Kim's issues probably stem from the fact that she always took the shortcut in life instead of, working out, eating healthy. She took pills and stuff, and that will damage your body. Eva's on the trip. So you've got Shamia, Eva, and Marlo, who are friends of the show, all on the trip. When they first get there, because the villa that she rented on Airbnb, or as Nene said, the ABC, 1, 2, 3, she ain't trying to be on there, but they did. They decided to have lunch at this nice luxury hotel. Marlo was like, hell, was this lunch or a snack? It's European eating, Marlo. Get into it. But while they were at the hotel, they had intervention Cynthia about her man. And Eva said, I was just coming to you in love about it. I still feel like it was a little messy. Portia was trying to say something. Cynthia brought up the fact that you also said that Peter was cheating. And so, yeah, we know where those rumors came from. And in my mind, I was like, Portia, you need to shut the hell up because you still trying to get back in the good graces of everybody. They don't trust you. They don't like you. You were a tool used by Phaedra, which, by the way, I wish they would bring Phaedra back. Can she come out the doghouse? I want Phaedra back. And y'all just give her to Kim. We don't need her. Just let her be tardy for the party. Before they even got to the villa, I was saying the hotel was really nice. So I don't know why they didn't stay at the hotel. Bravo must have really low budgeted this trip, which I find interesting because so they take the husbands. It's always nice and luxurious, but I guess you take friends of the show, they get low budget. Because we know Cynthia ain't paying for this trip. Bravo is. Well, during their time at the hotel, Shamia, who is jumping for a peach, people were like, why would she say that? Hell, because she want a peach. She's gunning for a peach. Asked Eva if she had ever been in a relationship with Missy Elliott. I was like, first of all, Missy Elliott has never really come out and said that she's a lesbian. And number two, why would Eva be with Missy? Then they started talking about Candy would be the one to get it, or something. I guess Cynthia kind of want to try Candy. I don't know. I'm confused. But either way, Eva looked at her like, what the hell? And she was trying to figure out why. I was like, girl, she just want a peach. That's all. And I also want to share with Eva on every trip. Now, everyone wants to know who's been dipping in the lady pond. It's very important and vital to them to know, for them to know. That's just all it is. That's all. And Candy said, if I ever hit Cynthia, she will defend me like she do. Everybody, she was like, ah. I was like, Candy, you wrong for that. And y'all know Cynthia. And let me just talk about Cynthia real quick in this whole relationship. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, I always say Cynthia acts like she has never dated before. Like she's like one of those awkward high school girls who is going out on the first date. You don't repeat what your friends tell you or advise you to your man. Well, Candy told me I should touch your leg right now because Cynthia, you don't need to do that. You like Will. If you want to get in a relationship with him, get within a relationship with him. But do background checks, honey. That's all everyone is telling you. And the way that Cynthia was defending Will makes me wonder. She talking about they ain't done it, but your actions say otherwise. And Portia got mad because Cynthia called her out on her mess. And here was my thing to Portia is that, well, in the court of law, if you put your character out there, the other side has every right to analyze it and bring out every dirty deed you've ever done. So you probably should just be quiet. I was confused by what Cynthia had on. Sometimes Cynthia come up with some interesting, and it don't be on that Erykah Badu type shit either. And I guess she was going for boho chick, but I thought that was for Portia's vegan dinner. You should have worn that to the vegan dinner. I guess Shamia used to be a professional dancer and not the strip club type like people were trying to insinuate. And I was very confused by this dance in Barcelona. I was like, girl, you have just embarrassed all of Black America and we may revoke your black card. I don't know what the hell that was. Just dance for your husband, the comfort of your home. I don't know if it was a holy dance, but God knows your heart, okay? The villa, no one was impressed. Spain is an old place. You want modern, you should have stayed in a hotel. But for some reason, Cynthia planned this, and that's what it did. Sheree was complaining about mold and mildew. Okay, so they get there, they're not impressed. The basement, they said, smells like mold and mildew. And Sheree said that if she wanted to stay somewhere like that, she was just stayed in Moore Manor. As you know, on every trip, the ladies kind of just scuttle about and pick their own rooms, right? So Cynthia and Nene felt some type of way about the fact that Candy seemed to have gotten the best room in the house. And my whole thing is this: first in time is first in right. You put your purse down, you put your luggage down, you put whatever down, and that's just how it is. So then she decided to call a meeting, talking about she felt like the elders should be the ones to get the nicer rooms, and Candy says she ain't moving, which she has every right to. Then Nene got mad because Candy brought up her age thing and was all offended. My thing is this: were you offended when Candy offered you a position which you immediately lost on the escape to because you were going to host, you were going to be their opener? So anyway, if I were you, I would leave Candy alone. You know she's liable to go plumb crazy. Let us not forget the first season she appeared. She told you she was going to blow the fuck up on your ass, okay? And let's be real. Her mama is Mama Joyce, and Mama Joyce is batshit crazy too. You don't want them sisters to ride out on you, do you? Old lady gang style. What I'm trying to figure out is how was Candy considered to be a spoiled brat when she was the first in time and first in right? Y'all all switched out rooms, played Ring Around the Roses, all of that, so whatever. I was confused by Shamia's pajama selection. I didn't like it. It wasn't cute. I don't know if y'all be catching the shade that Marlo be throwing at Cynthia, but every opportunity she gets, she'll talk about, Cynthia's so pretty. It's almost like she's saying she's all beauty and no brains. Which sometimes Cynthia does come off like that. Remember that time we all didn't like Cynthia that one season? She was trying to be a mean girl. Truth of the matter is, the real Cynthia is just a sweet person who tries to look for the good in everybody. Leave her alone. Bone Collector and Bone Collector Jr. or Bone Carrier. So they call Kim, Sheree, and Portia and Shamia all on the phone with Kim, letting them know that they're there. So we know Kenya didn't come. It makes me wonder, would Kim have changed her mind and came solo dolo if she knew Kenya wasn't going to be there? So Sheree, who is the bone carrier, honey, she got on that horn, and that's when they decided to tell her how Nene was saying that she faked her illnesses. Here's the deal. Portia, shut the hell up. Sheree still has two legs to stand on to be messy. That's her designation. She's the bone carrier. You, on the other hand, need to be sitting pretty like a nun in church, okay? Don't say nothing. Don't proffer nothing. Well, I shouldn't say anything, Kim. I think it's really... Well, go ahead and say it, sugar. Well, I think it's really great that you survived cancer. What? Who said that? Who said I had cancer? I never had cancer. Of course, we get the playback like we've all seen, where she said she thought she had cancer. But remember I told y'all, hold on to what I said about what Nene said. Now, maybe it was editing. Maybe she did say at some point she faked it. But from the editing version, it said, if I was Kim and I had survived all these ailments, I would be more positive about life. She did not say, if I was Kim and I supposedly had these ailments, or I'm fainting, she's fainting, I wouldn't. That's where the mess came in. Next thing you know, we had dinner at this pajama dinner because they decided to have girls' night in, but nobody really should dress up, just shower and get comfortable because the next day is going to be very busy. We get to the table, there's a wig for Kim. And I don't know, did they do something for Kenya? Because I was like, y'all could have put a water bottle with some purple coloring on it and said that was her, that was Kenya. It looked like somebody shot a dead animal and just laid it on the damn table with their wig. But okay. By that time, Kim decided after she got this info that she was going to send these pictures of Nene parking in the handicap space and of Nene's pool house where waterbugs were talking about. It's roach infested. Well, if it's by the pool and it's by a body of water and we are in the deep south, those are probably waterbugs. That's what they look like to me. And said Nene's house was filled with them. But whatever. It's kind of petty and kind of tacky. And it came from your daughter's phone. So I guess you were there had your daughter doing recon. That's low. You should have asked Nene what she said. And I wonder how this reunion is going to go when it all comes out, what Nene really said. Let's see what else. I did find it funny how Nene backed up and told Candy not to talk about her age, you know, because she did say the elders. But when Candy clapped back at her for confessional talking about how, let's just be real, Nene ain't that far away from Social Security. Yeah, she's moving there faster than most of us. But I didn't get the whole bedroom situation. I'm like, this is how y'all do every trip. Everybody pick a room and get it over with. It's not about age. Usually there is some respect given to the host. But see, had y'all booked rooms at an actual hotel, yeah, this problem could have all been avoided. But okay, y'all sharing out. Hell, their house was nice in Miami that they got. So, needless to say, I am back talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta in the middle of their 10th season. My, how the years have gone by. Wonder what Deshawn Snow is doing these days. I know she's divorced. Her and Eric didn't make it. We know that Lisa Wu didn't, and her and what's his name? Ed Hartwell didn't make it. Ed ended up having a baby with Keisha Knight Pulliam, who he keeps saying ain't his. Who else is exit stage left? They didn't show her, did they? What's her name? Jordan, whatever her name was. Just wasn't a good fit for the show either. Claudia Jordan, I think that's her name. But anyways, next week or this Sunday, Marlo and Portia might get into some fisticuffs. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this Barcelona trip, this low budget Barcelona trip is going to continue to turn out. Because right now, it just looked like a hot ass mess. Kim sending postcards from America via Skype. But I don't think that was appropriate. And again, I just don't think Kim wants to be on the show. I think it was just something she did for some extra coins. I do find it interesting how people keep saying Croy isn't working, but I'm like, he's made millions of dollars, and I'm pretty sure he probably invested his money well, so he'll never go broke or hungry. And they do have a good pension coming up too. I was thinking these women really need to have kumbaya moment, and maybe they need to go to Wakanda and come together. I don't know. It's just really sad, but I can't stop watching it. I love it. I love talking about it too. I love when my friends and I get together and talk about it. I love talking about you here on YouTube. But anyways, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I think my content is worth it when I'm able to do it, and I really appreciate the support. This has been Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 13, season 10, Livin La Vida Loca, and it's been one crazy trip. And it hasn't even been a full 24 hours in Spain. Thanks for watching.